Hello. All of my author events forever have been canceled, so I decided I'm going to record a reading. This is a story called This is an Optimistic Science Fiction Story About the Future, and it's one of my favorites. Is it appeared in Little Blue Marble in May of 2018, was when I first sold it, and it's short, so if you want to enjoy listening to me tell you a story, sit back and listen. You'll have to imagine that I am a hairy-legged old gay guy. That's the narrator. Okay. We all have jetpacks. I'm an old, overweight man with hairy legs, and I have a jetpack. No one judges, and the jetpacks don't care. They run on clean energy and smell like sesame seeds. The right-of-way laws are complicated. The danger of jetpack injuries results in a new type of helicopter parent. Though some opt for drones that follow their kids around. That's tricky because most kids can hack their parental drones and send them chasing butterflies instead. My children are butterflies, flitting through the sky in jewel colors. No one asks me if I'm babysitting or who the mother is. I tie ribbons of parachute silk to their ankles and they leave home, so I can track their swarms against the cloudless sky. Weather Control reserves cloud cover and rain between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. weekdays. It manages this as a polite afterthought while also keeping climate stable, cleaning up after messy humanity. Rainbows of color make every day feel like a pride parade. In the future, we have perfected gaydar. Dating is much simpler. You can gauge a potential date's interest by pointing your gaydar at his jetpack, or his six-pack, whatever holds your attention. No one cares that I'm gay. Politicians and even sports stars can be gay and admit it and be accepted. Fear comes from ignorance and shame, and we have gaydar. Everyone is free to dress femme or butch or a mixture of the two because there is no need to throw signals, subtle or blatant. There is, in fact, no downside to working gaydar. Well, it can't fix bad taste. Fashion is too revealing and unappealing to me, although I always thought I'd never say things like, today's fashion is too revealing and unappealing. Not the parachute silk ribbons, of course. Everyone loves those, and they should. Fluttery ribbons find their way into non-jetpack wear. Bicycle chains and roller skates tangle. Parents post signs that say, cool kids know that jetpack wear is for jetpacks only. No one stops wearing the ribbons to roller skate. Sidewalks are painted in intense blue because the ribbon colors look best against it. The sidewalks are soft underfoot, spongy, and always clean. With controlled weather, I don't have to walk on a twisted landscape of frozen footprints all February on my way to work, or I wouldn't if I didn't take my jetpack. Why are jetpacks so important? I don't know. They are more important than flying cars, which are stuffy and closed and really not much different from regular cars if you think about it. To keep traffic simple, the cars only fly 4 feet off the ground. Because we don't need to maintain a surface for tires anymore, the roads are painted with flowers. Rain filters naturally into the soil. No oil slick puddles. Refreshing green and color against the blue sidewalks. Hyacinths mean yield. Daisies mean no passing zone. Hibiscus mark construction zones where gardeners diligently put in a new line of jonquils to mark the soft shoulder. Because there are no roads, there are no flash floods, no oil-spilling gas stations. The water treatment system is never overloaded. The urban streams smell sweet and ripple with silvery little fish. Okay, maybe we don't have flying cars or jetpacks, but we do have gaydar. And children grown in jars on your mantelpiece from gamites of either gender, so no one cares if you have 2 dads, 3 dads, no dads. No one asks what makes a family real. All families are real. In the future, We have heads-up displays that alert you when you're about to stomp through somebody's feelings like an untrained Labrador. Confirmation bias is combated right in your search engine. Privileges are pointed out with a friendly pink border, possibly floral. We merge our lives like traffic, the politest, easiest traffic. You can customize your holographic buddy who lets you know when you're about to say something stupid, and he always lets you know before because he's trained with thousands and thousands of hours of you. He knows you better than you know yourself, and will drop an agreed upon hint, something subtle like Tangelo or that's racist, asshole. Because you never say unfeelingly stupid things, your chances are not blown with that gorgeous boy back in college. Because this is an optimistic story about the future, I'm not going to mention war and poverty. They're gone. Nothing goes extinct. We're more concerned with AI rights and if our jetpacks are sentient enough to count as pets. The drones certainly are. In the future, your drone falling in love with your child's jetpack will be a common problem. There will be support groups and conflicting opinions, huge flame wars over whether or not to let them be or separate them or wipe their memories. Well, I mean, there would be flame wars, except we don't have those anymore because our holograms stop us before we post anything vitriolic. The internet is very nice in the future. 15% more kitten videos and 100% fewer Nazis. Because this is an optimistic story about the future, you are probably expecting some inner darkness, some hint that all is not well in the narrator's present. Something more than still feeling angst over that pretty boy in college. He had eyes like melted caramel. Perhaps the writer lost his father in a car accident, and that's why the flying cars are so idyllic and the roads are covered in flowers as a veiled metaphor to the piles left at the accident site. Perhaps his mother hit on the wrong woman and was beaten brutally, and that's why gaydar is so very important. That's not true. It was the girl next door's mother. What are you hiding, hairy-legged man from the future? Perhaps the problems of the present just seem so insurmountable that any future at all is asking a bit much. But no, this is an optimistic story about the future. Even if the beautiful boy with the caramel eyes did marry that bitchy girl from organic chemistry, there will always be other beautiful boys, shining like butterflies, soaring through the skies.